Welcome back to the coinage. I'm Brent, and what the last couple of days has really been, but it's only just begun. Yesterday and the day before that, we started with a flash crash, one that we have not seen since the FTX collapse days. So it's been a long time. So what exactly is happening right now? Let me try to explain this. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. It helps the channel and it helps you stay updated with the latest in the crypto world. All right, so yesterday we were off to a horrible start, but last night I had noticed that Bitcoin had actually started to come down, and overall it's only down around 4% from a couple of days. Not great, but it's not really horrible. And as I scroll down the list, things started to look pretty grim, right? So Ethereum was down by 6%, BNB got down by 10%, XRP fell by 8%, and then, Cardano actually dropped by 19%. Solana even fell by 21%, so something is going on, and it's not very good. And it gets worse. Polygon actually fell down with 26%, and I don't really remember the last time Polygon went down 20% in a single day. Well, even Avalanche, which is not named really a security recently, is down by 20%. Shiba was down by 18%, Cosmo by 15%, Chainlink 16%, even DEXs like Uniswap are double down in digits, 13%. So someone is dumping today, massively. But hey, look, don't let this get you down. Remember, in the world of crypto, what goes down must come up. Or is it the other way around? Well, anyways, stick around because later in the video, I'll be sharing some interesting stories about these cryptos and why, despite that the crash is going on, there's still a reason to keep your spirits high. So don't go anywhere, and remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the video so far. Here's the kicker. The big daddies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, are holding strong. Bitcoin dominance jumped up like 3 or 4% today, and Ethereum dominance went up too, by over 20%. The big daddies are definitely the ones that you're going to be holding the strongest, but you may be wondering what happened. Well, this guy happened. Now, we know that the lawsuits against Binance and Coinbase happened just days ago, but what happened since then? Why did all these slide 20+% today and yesterday? I believe it's due to one company, and no, not the SEC. Well, yeah, they are the reason, but they're not the cause. So who actually caused it? I believe it all has to do with Robinhood. Robinhood, well, they did not get sued, but it was Binance and Coinbase that got sued, but Robinhood did not do that much, and since both Binance and Coinbase said that they're not delisting anything, they plan on fighting. But guess what? Robinhood, not only did they get sued, but they are proactively delisting Solana, Polygon, and Cardano. They're not even trying at this point, so I believe it has to do with Robinhood. Now, there's a lot of speculation about these big market makers and hedge funds, right, that do business with Robinhood. Robinhood is a lot more ingrained with Wall Street than Coinbase and Binance are. So stick around because this story is going to get even more interesting. All right. Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, is throwing accusations around like confetti at a wedding. But just because he doesn't declare something does not mean that it is true, or vice versa as well. No, the courts will decide if it's true. He's making accusations based on his own interpretation, and that is why Coinbase and Binance are both not doing anything, because they're like, well, basically, you have to prove it. Even Congress itself is doing questioning what Gary is doing these days. They're trying to create a framework for crypto, and they're trying to make it so that, well, yeah, there's regulations, but it doesn't hinder innovation. But while that's being built, Gary's just throwing all of these accusations around, trying to make it so that there is no innovation. He even said to himself, he does not believe the US needs any cryptocurrencies at all. So he's basically trying to override Congress, even though he says he's following the laws of Congress. No, he's trying to make his own rules right now. It's just a matter of time that this guy gets thrown out. As for Polygon, he's still one of my favorite L2s. Now, you still have so much happening, like Mark Cuban is set to release his book on Polygon, Polygon's active address and volume are increasing, and you've got tons of brands that are on top of it, and still coming to it. Now, they're growing their gaming ecosystem out as well, so there's still a lot of goodness on Polygon despite all of the dumping yesterday and today, because of the fear from the SEC. What I'm trying to say is, you know what? It may look like bad now. Ignore the FUD that's out there and continue to hold on. DCA is on because we have seen bad days, and we have always seen bad days during these cycles. Now, they come randomly, sometimes external factors, sometimes macro factors. This is one of those external factors that just came out of the blue. No one could predict this. But Bitcoin and the crypto industry move forward, and they never give up. They ignore the FUD and continue on and on and on. Look at the last 2 times that this has happened. Good things have happened. Very good things have actually happened. Now, we're in the cycle that's following the same thing as before. It's hard to see, but we're in the purple. And the purple stage, well, if you look at previous cycles, is right before Bitcoin started heading higher and higher. Now, why is this? Because people believe in Bitcoin. Not in the banks or in the central banks out there, or the government looking out for the best interests of the people's finances. Look at what's happening with the inflation and everything else that's been going on. That's why more and more people are coming into the space. Addresses continue to go sky high, and the number of holders increase, and the number of Bitcoins are being taken off the exchanges and continue to skyrocket. So ultimately, that's what's happening. Keep in mind that, well, just because Gary Gensler declares something as a security doesn't make it a security. He tried to do that with Library. His reason was just because it's sold in the open market on exchanges, it's a security. No, the courts ruled that that's not the case. Just because something is sold on an exchange does not make it a security. So in order for Gary to make accusations like Cardano, Solana, Polygon, or securities, he has to prove it. Just because he said it doesn't mean that it's true, and he hasn't sued those projects. He's going after just the exchanges right now. So again, yeah. So what the SEC should do is basically try to bankrupt people through litigation. Now, let's not forget about Ethereum. It's definitely much stronger than every other altcoin out there. And today proves that. It's down 6% versus 20-something% for everything else. Bitcoin and Ethereum are the strongest by far. Why is that? Because people believe in them. Not in the banks or the central banks out there or the governments looking out for the best interests of those people's finances. So folks, that's pretty much the gist of it, what's going on and what's happening. Support the channel, like, subscribe for more, and I will catch you in the next video.